Nevada Rebel here. I wanted to point something out I saw today that was very interesting. I was doing some digging around and I saw some other YouTube information kind of demonstrating, different ideas of lights and weird objects being seen. So I did a little bit more digging, and what I found was very ironic because today CNN this afternoon released a report that showed that the initial flight plan that the plane took was very ironic and very unique on what I found. And just asking the question. I have no idea, but it's a question to be asked because the similarities between the two events. So there's the event of the report. I'll publish that with this right now. You take a look at it, and then we'll come back to my findings I found earlier, approximately about hour and a half earlier when I was putting two and two together. So as you can see, it shows the plane had left Kuala Lumpur down here, had gone out, done a circle, and came back across. Now, I found an object when I started looking at different airports that really kind of confused me because, ironically, if you watch that report again, you'll see that that plane example of the radar loss ends right in here. So, as you can tell, I have pin marked a specific location that I found earlier that really makes me start to question what's going on or what is this, and thinking others might want to take a look at it as well. So that's all I'm trying to do is provide some insight on ideas because at this point nobody seems to know anything. So as we drill down in here, you'll see that there's an international airport located on this small island. I mean, it's an island, but it's not that big. It's off the mainland of the big city in the areas. So it's kind of like, okay, well, you have your own island. I guess that's nice for rich people that can fly in. But there's a few small cities, but nothing that really says does it support or require a full-blown island. I don't know. But as you drill down in here, you'll see there's not much action. There's not much activity. I have no idea when this diagram was actually created. I'm seeing trademarks here, but what does that mean, right? So I don't know. But what I did find interesting was that, and let me take this off here, is that as I drill down, I see kind of some private planes over here. I see a little G4 over here, some Cessnas up in this area here. But I see this big, huge object called a large Boeing plane, and I'm drilling in, drilling in, drilling in. Now, as you get closer, it starts to get distorted, of course, because the imagery of the satellite's not going to be that type of quality. But what I found was, I said, okay, well, what is that plane? So I says, let me go get the original plane that's missing, which is a 777-200ER, and let me superimpose it onto, let's say, the tarmac next to it. So let's do that now. And what you'll see is extreme similarities. Is it the exact plane? I have no idea. But it is into question. There's not much activity going on here. There's not people entering and leaving and fueling and doing all kinds of activities. So it's sitting just out here on this tarmac. So my question is, what is it? Whose is it? Can't really tell from this angle. You can actually see that this is the Malaysia plane right here. 370. It's the same style. It may not be the exact same plane, but it's a 777 200ER. So the question bewithers, someone needs to check this out a little bit further, because putting two and two together, seeing a report where it says this is where we've lost contact with the plane, we don't know. We don't know anything more than the radar feeds, and the radar feeds from this particular angle say that that plane was actually, if it goes direct north here, was lost. And if you look at the CNN report again, was lost right there. Right there. So it either fell out of the sky, disappeared, or landed. So my question is, have someone check this guy out. This is Nevada Rebel. Just trying to provide a little bit more information. Hope this helps. Who knows? But you guys all have a great day. Thank you.